You can't watch a Samuel L. Jackson movie without wanting to say motherfucker every 5 minutes. Director F. Gary Gray started with music videos before bringing us the hilarious Friday. Set It Off showed off his knack for action and tension. Both of these movies culminate in The Negotiator. Originally written for Sylvester Stallone, with Kevin Spacey in the hostage-taker role, that would have been a wildly different movie. Also, this line was not in the movie.
Now you're going to have to deal with both of us.
Danny Roman, played by Samuel L. Jackson, is a hostage negotiator for the Chicago Police Department. We open with a short, unrelated sequence that gives us a taste of how hostage negotiation works, as well as establishing that he's good at his job and well respected by his colleagues.
Fuck. Going in.
No, wait, no, don't.
Mostly. There are a lot of cops, but only a few are mentioned by name a few times.
Get Eagle and Palermo over to that window. Hellman, Allen, Argento.
Guess why?
HG's down.
Copy.
He's a rule breaker, but he gets the job done. And apparently the Chicago Police Department likes to celebrate with rednecks. Where did he come from? Where did he go?
If you had been taken hostage, you would have fucked up everything.
Everybody lived, Beck. What?
Nate, Danny's partner, is investigating some missing department money, but doesn't have all the pieces. He doesn't get a chance to elaborate because he's killed. And Danny is framed for Nate's murder, and of course, also framed for the very embezzlement he was investigating.
We have a gun linked to you, and a pair of gloves that we took from the water.
But if those gloves don't fit, you must acquit. I don't know if police funerals are always so huge, but how are there not 5 crime sprees going on right now? Suddenly, all these cops that were Danny's friends are turning their back on him.
How can you show your face here?
Even his worthless attorney.
I can't do any more for you. Cut a deal.
The scumbag lawyers on SVU who defend the rapists try harder than this guy. You're fired? Out of options and threatened with prosecution, Danny goes to talk to the head of internal affairs, Inspector Kneebaum, played by the late J.T. Walsh. But it doesn't go very well.
Go!
Lock the door. Lock it!
Well, that escalated quickly. They'd try harder, but it's 4:49 on a Friday. Can we pick this up on Monday, guys? The building is evacuated and hostages are taken, including Kneebaum, Rudy, an informant played by Paul Giamatti, and his secretary Maggie, played by Siobhan Fallon. Rudy and Maggie are also here to complain and show off some odd quirks. Rudy loves repeating famous quotes.
What Nietzsche says, even the strongest have their moments of fatigue.
And Maggie, who's surprisingly calm for a hostage.
I'm not scared. I've been mugged twice, once at gunpoint. Guns are not new to me.
Another cop, Frost, played by Ron Rifkin, is also taken hostage. Danny suspects that Kneebaum is hiding something. Because of course he is. Look at that face. Aw, you so guilty. One of Danny's demands is to talk to Chris Sabian, played by Kevin Spacey. Another police negotiator from across town. We find him seconds from a domestic dispute. Cute. Badass police negotiator, and his own daughter gives him shit.
Do you know who killed Nate? You.
What did you expect? Movie's almost half over, and Sabian arrives on scene.
You got a satellite?
This scene is brought to you by Dish Network. Yeah, we're still around.
You show all those old westerns.
Westerns. I did like Shane, though.
I'd have picked one where the hero lives at the end, you know?
I want to talk to you face to face, now.
All right, now you want to tell me what I'm doing up here?
When your friends betray you, sometimes the only people you can trust are strangers.
It's going well, but someone jumps the gun and the cops badly attempt to enter.
Drop your weapon! Put your gun down! Tell him!
2 more cops are taken hostage. Sabian takes over for now. He seizes command of the negotiation.
That's right. You know what my command is? To get those people out safely. That's my command!
After this scene, I was ready to take orders, and I was just sitting in the audience. he's established as someone the audience should be able to trust. Because Danny needs a friend. Here's a shot of Danny before he's shredded by cats. Danny kills a hostage to send a message to those willing to take him out. Or does he? They got the FBI playbook and they're running it play by play, so they cut the building's power. Hopefully no other crimes are happening in there.
Merry Christmas.
A piece of advice: never keep a hostage taker waiting. It pisses them off.
Oh, I love it when he plays hard to get.
Right now, I'm the only thing standing between you and an army that's just itching to walk in here and take you out. Why should I get in their way, huh?
Well, at this stage, I think they understand each other. At least, better. Danny can investigate Niebaum's computer for evidence. Honestly, the method is not exactly riveting, but the mystery and the reveals help keep it engaging. Plus, the interactions between Danny and the others is just plain entertaining.
You knew he was investigating the fraud. You lied!
Niebaum is finally caught in a lie. Danny bluffs, telling everyone Niebaum is squealing like a pig and selling out the real villains. But it's a lie that still manages to get Niebaum killed and his files destroyed.
Get somebody up here, Niebaum's bitch!
The FBI take over like they do, and they storm the building. Oh, you didn't really think Danny killed him, did you? Sabian helps Danny escape the building, but they're not out of the woods yet. Danny's last recourse: Niebaum might have more files at his computer at home. The cops grill the hostages to track down Danny. Rudy is a rock, but Maggie folds under pressure. She just wanted to go home. No files? Well, that was a fail. But look who shows up. Frost is revealed to be the ringleader.
What the hell are you doing here, Sabian?
Finishing what you started.
Do you like westerns, Frost? What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Reference to that earlier Shane discussion? Shane! Translated to a code that somehow only the two of them knew exactly what it means.
You remember Shane, Danny?
What?
Shane died at the end.
Sabian shoots Danny and pretends to be crooked, negotiating a deal to get in on some of that sweet, sweet retirement money.
30%. 45. 35.
You should have been a negotiator.
Those floppies couldn't hold that much, could they? Maybe a few levels of doom? Okay, let's get our story straight.
Slump don't mean dead.
But they pulled the old "I'm not dead but holding an open radio channel to expose the villains to the good guys" play. Luckily, the right people were listening. This whole plan could have gone wrong in several ways. Ow! You shot me, motherfucker!
So I'd say I'm in a very good position to negotiate.
No. Danny is cleared of any wrongdoings. If you forget the whole hostage-taking thing, Niebaum getting killed, assault, battery, kidnapping, destruction of federal property, you get the joke.
Nice bluff, Chris.
Well, it worked.
Oh, will you take him to the hospital before he bleeds out?
I want this street cleared right now. We got an ambulance coming through here.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You were accusing him with everyone else. You were ready to take him down, asshole. Don't pretend to be his friend now. I really hope he's not going back to work with these assholes. That was The Negotiator. The dynamics between Danny and Sabian are at the center of this movie. Like two boxers circling each other, except one is looking for reasons not to throw a punch, while the other is trying not to give him a reason to. Danny is established as a newly married man, and on his way to stabilizing his crazy world to settle down into a normal existence. All that's missing is the 2 days from retirement and buying a boat. Sam Jackson really portrays a man backed into a corner. You watch his awesome life get torn down piece by piece before he attempts a Hail Mary. Danny's desperation is undermined at times by his flippancy, but it's Sam Jackson, so it feels natural. It was also interesting watching a hostage taker who knows how the police works, both tactically and psychologically. Kevin Spacey is the voice of reason, caught between two fronts and fighting to maintain the peace. Our bad guys are a mystery for most of the movie, but when they do show themselves, there's not much room to expand. Once the patsy framing didn't work out, they're already in the kill him before he gets too close phase. They're just here to kill him. Not a stretch why they did what they did. They wanted money. Couldn't live on a cop's salary, danger of layoffs, sick grandma, and all we can assume it was just plain old greed, which makes the villains a tad boring. As much as I love Paul Giamatti, Rudy can be annoying at times.
Because once you familiarize yourself with the chains of bondage, you prepare your own limbs to wear them. Fucking Abraham Lincoln said that.
We get it. Someone gave you a quote-a-day calendar. Go get a job narrating Criminal Minds epilogues. And can someone wake Fallon up? She comes across as terribly jaded and apathetic. Still, her frosty demeanor is fascinating. The dialogue can be tense. We get extreme close-ups of our actors. We get that intensity and that focus. The story is not without its flaws and contrivances. Like how the police is so incompetent when faced with one of their own. And how not one but two of their hostages just happen to be in on the evil plan. And suddenly the main bad guy is rattling off the team's names that luckily is picked up by radio. There are plenty of moments of tension and twists that just keep the momentum going. And it starts off a bit slow, but once the hostage taking begins, it really picks up steam. In between the action set pieces, this guy declaring he's in charge.
It was my call. I called for the breach. It was conducted with my authority.
We get it. You went to college. And computer searches. Okay, it's not all spectacular. The Negotiator is a 4 out of 5. It's got great performances, engaging characters, and the leads have excellent chemistry. The basic premise of the framed cop is cliché, but the twist of becoming a hostage taker is refreshingly far-fetched. Do not try this at home. Don't take it too seriously, just sit back and enjoy the motherfucking ride. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and subscribe. And click that little bell so an angel gets his wings. This is theNewBee, and as always, thanks for watching, motherfucker.